So I'm trying a new recipe, a dough recipe tonight, and I've got my fresh milk flour going. So I have the bucket open so you guys can see. These are wheat berries. It's pretty awesome. Excited about that. So follow along at the end of this video. I'm going to show you the finished result. Not done yet, but just want to give a little quick sneak peek at what the consistency and color of the dough mixture is compared to others. So it's kind of like brown. Oh, let's turn you around. It's kind of like brown and very thick and grainy. So it is amazing. We've tried one loaf so far. All right, so we've got our dough here. Been hand kneading it because we wore out the KitchenAid mixture doing the grinding of the flour. So this is close kind of what it looks like. It's really thick and really grainy. Smells and feels really good compared to what you would find at the store. So the microwave had just beeped because we got our cup of melted butter that we're going to put on at the end. I found this recipe on TikTok actually. I am doing my own spin on it, but she pours about a cup of melted butter over it at the end to give this fluffy, airy mixture. So the rest of my flour, I had the entire bowl filled. Took forever to get it that way. We're going to take, and I'm going to set some to the side now. On the plastic that I had covering the bowl, I'm just going to set this on it and put it somewhere safe. For now, who knows how much I'll really need. So I'm going to flatten out the dough to my desired length and thickness. Try and keep all pretty even. Now we cut them. And then we go on the sheet. And then twist, and twist until it stays on. I'm putting it on a third sheet. That helps them stay and not stick. Long, so that one in half. So that one. So I think that's a little too. I'm just that longer. And I have to rise it, so I'll stay in the sheet. Okay, it's just all plenty of and I think it's going to use that stuff for sure. Oh! I'm stuck. Okay, so here we are pouring all the lovely butter on there. Okay. I think I'll add some cheese. Alright. Here is the finished dough. About to go in the oven. Oh, and plus I had so much extra from this recipe that I am going to make a nice loaf of bread and then a mini loaf of bread also. So the lady who makes my husband's salsa in the trailer park he works at, we will give her a loaf of bread tomorrow when he gets the salsa.
It's eluded me for a number of years now.
Abigail, you're yapping, that's squealing, that's bitching.
Get it running. Let's go check it out.
Just fed my sourdough with freshly milled flour for probably the 5th time now. It was on nice switch. Look how those bubbles are. Like, I literally just fed that. Looks amazing. And then I will give you guys a peek at what it looks like later once it's risen. Ah. Here we are, just a few hours after feeding. It has about doubled in size, but look at the bubbles. It's just like crazy. Hey guys, I'm just showing a little bit about how I am deciding to transfer my corn this year. So if you can see, it's gotten pretty leggy and weak inside under the light, and I am not ready to put them in the garden yet. The garden just isn't ready, so I am doing a temporary fix with things that I have on hand in order to get them deeper and healthier. So I start out with a nice bark soil mixture, and then I do some garden soil. So garden soil, not topsoil, make sure it's garden soil. So I did half of it with the bark mixture, and then the second half with the soil mixture. Make sure you get some like perlite mixture in there too. Makes them healthiest. So I'm taking them out of their bin, and you're literally just as gentle as possible going to start breaking up the dirt away from the roots. And then you don't want to leave any roots behind. You want them to go. So how I like to do it is I'm going to flip it upside down and find the two plants and gently tear them apart, and then set them down in your soil. And I'm making a nice, I'm using two finger hole and putting all of the roots down in there. So I'm not pushing on the plant, because the plant, when they get this leggy, is going to break apart really easy. So only pushing down the roots to make sure they're down in there snug. And then I am doing a little mound around each in order to push it down snug. At the end of this, I'm gonna cover it almost to the top with the bark. Make sure it drains well down into the roots. So yeah. I am only doing them a few inches apart, just for the fact that I'm going to be doing this again to move them into the garden. So yeah, they don't have to be too far apart. Just I'm doing like probably 3 fingers apart, depending on how big your hands are. I guess that's not a very good representation. Would you stop it? Would you stop it? How about you do it over here? You got food. You make it. I'm sorry. You're doing so hard. Okay, come on. Well, this one had a little pepper plant in it, so we're going to set this right to the side so we can plant that in a different container. I'm kind of a chaos gardener, but I'm really trying hard this year to get a huge supply going in order to start canning and saving it for the year, so we are not buying from the grocery store so much. Okay, this one is already broken, so we're just going to take that one, save the dirt. And I am working in the garage right in front of the rabbit colonized area. I'm going to take this roots and all, toss it right in there. Boing. So my cats, as lovely as those kittens are, I think they have been getting up in the room at night and start closing them off and messing with these. So I have lost, I want to say like 6 containers, which if you can see, there's probably a good 1 to 4 in each container. So I lost quite a bit corn plants just because of my kittens. I just them. Something I should mention is I am a working homesteader, and so is my husband, so we do not post a bunch of videos every single day because I am not home every day. We try to only work as much as we have to be comfortable, but in this economy, it's fucking not. So, I don't know. I don't post as much as other people do. You want your sweater off that bad, would you? If you can wear the natural consequences when you get a little chilly, come on. Not gonna listen to you holler anymore. That's your darn sweater. Alright, so we're gonna call this then good. So these are just old tubs I have lying around. You can see they're broken. But they're not garbage. No, because people like with them. So you take this one, set it to the side. Holy moly! And I still have some more, but this bucket is already ready. Got them ready before it's trying to clean. And if anybody has anything that they want to see or like know about the homestead, I can always reply and comment, or I can make new videos based on that. But I am an open book pretty much. People who know me know I am too honest to really tell you anything if you don't like it. Holy moly, those two rooted so deep. I'm trying to take you in the roots, so that's just not possible. This is what I meant about top part is bark. Oh, looking much better. Okay, they're all back inside. So we got one bin and corn over here, one bin and corn over here, all kinds of things around. And then I have this bunch, and this bin I'm going to plant more in, and all kinds of seeds. Gotta get everything going. So on top of everything I showed that we have inside, I have this outdoor mini greenhouse filled with all kinds of stuff. And I brought these two little tomatoes over, but I mean they're more filled. Moving some tomatoes to buckets today. And then just want to give you guys a sneak peek at how big the chicks have gotten. So we are unplugging the heat lamp tomorrow morning because they are fully feathered. And tonight is the last night it will be under 40 degrees. Since they're kept in the garage, there is no problem unhooking it before it's 50 instead of 40 because this is an insulated garage that they're in. And it stays pretty warm in here already. And the piglets are still little, but they're getting bigger. Boris has been neutered, so he can stay with his sisters and not inbreed. And they are just loving life. Gonna get moved outside soon. Maybe with the goats, who knows. So, now here, my bucket and sticks that my grandma's husband, who passed away, agreed shortly before he passed to give us all his gardening stuff. And I'm out here planting the tomatoes. I got my lovely little toddler out here. She wants something naughty. Stop. No. I'm digging a hole to transplant into within a couple inches from the stick. And then when you have a little tomato, you're always going to want to pinch off these shorter ones that don't look like the rest of the leaves. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but pinch those off before you transplant. And then I have these kept moist. Eileen, get out of there. Get out of there. Hey. Stop it. Stop. Get your hands out of there. Please. Go. Come here. Homesteading mama. That's what that's about. Can't do anything without your kids. And it's all about being a mom and trying to make your family self-sufficient. So we have maybe close to 20 tomatoes, but I will do a head count, an update before the end of the video. So stay tuned. So we ended up with 22 tomatoes in these buckets. And then 2 pepper plants in those buckets. The rest of these tomatoes will get sticks or poles, and they'll be strung up as they go so they can grow upright and give good tomatoes. The greenhouse is all loaded up for the season. Tomatoes, peppers, zucchinis, cucumbers, green beans, peas, and more.